The global security landscape is on edge as NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte prepares for a high-stakes meeting with US President Donald Trump in Washington next week. What was initially planned as a routine diplomatic visit has now turned into a critical moment that could shape the future of the Western alliance itself. At the center of this growing tension is the ongoing Iran conflict. The United States has been actively pushing its NATO allies to step up and provide stronger military support, particularly in strategic regions like the Strait of Hormuz. However, several European nations have shown reluctance. Many have limited their involvement, while some have even hesitated to offer logistical or operational backing. This has created a clear divide between Washington and its traditional allies. President Trump has not held back in expressing his frustration. He has openly questioned the relevance of NATO in today's geopolitical environment, reportedly calling the decades-old alliance ineffective and lacking real military contribution when it matters the most. For Trump, the core issue is simple. If the United States continues to bear the burden of global security, then allies must contribute equally, especially during active conflicts. This dissatisfaction has now escalated into something far more serious. Trump has indicated that he is absolutely considering the possibility of the United States withdrawing from NATO altogether. Such a move would be unprecedented. Since its formation in 1949, NATO has been the cornerstone of Western defense strategy, ensuring collective security against global threats. A US exit would not just weaken the alliance, it could fundamentally alter the balance of power across the world. This is exactly why Mark Rutte's visit to Washington carries so much weight. During his trip, he is also expected to meet key American leaders like Marco Rubio and Pete Hegseth, signaling that this is a broader effort to address concerns at multiple levels within the US leadership. The primary goal is to ease tensions, rebuild trust, and ensure that NATO remains united at a time when global instability is rising. Meanwhile, the situation has triggered deep concern across Europe. Many leaders fear that even the discussion of a US withdrawal could weaken NATO's credibility. Some countries have already begun exploring the idea of building more independent defense capabilities in case the alliance's future becomes uncertain. Back in the United States, the issue is also taking a political turn. Reports suggest that any decision to withdraw from NATO may not be entirely in the hands of the president. The US Congress could play a decisive role, as existing legal frameworks may require legislative approval for such a move. This sets the stage for a potential political confrontation within Washington itself. As the world watches closely, the upcoming Rutte-Trump meeting is shaping up to be far more than a diplomatic formality. It is, in many ways, a test of NATO's unity, relevance, and survival in a rapidly changing world order. If both sides fail to find common ground, the consequences could be historic, marking the beginning of a new chapter in global geopolitics, where long-standing alliances are no longer guaranteed, and every nation may have to rethink its security strategy.